Why?
I guess if you go to the board, you're just going to get a ballista and kill somebody.
Probably.
And then suddenly the market is flooded with them, and there's a million people selling them. And
But if you're dealing with like a player that really wants or needs a card that they've picked out of your trade binder.
Mike's wearing cologne.
Am
Something. And so, if he plays Heliod on 3 and wants to combo off.
Welcome back. My name is Andy, otherwise known as Tech 4. And we're playing some off-meta decks again, because why not? Today we're playing Mono Blue Devotion, also Nyx Lotus Combo, whatever you want to call it. Essentially what we're doing is we're making a bunch of Devotion for Nyx Lotus. We're going to use that to draw a bunch of cards with Gadwick, and then play Thassa's Oracle to win. That's like the combo finish of the deck. We have things like Corridor Monitors to untap our Nyx Lotus, Barons to get back our Thassa's Oracle if we cast them early, or Monitors to untap again. Sometimes it gets back Gadwick if we have other stuff. Glasspool Mimic is just kind of another what we need, if anything. Arcanist Owl searches for our Nyx Lotus, also hits a bunch of other stuff in our deck, and sometimes just hits himself again, which is really sweet. Just like the most awkward Squadron Hawk impression. And then there's a bunch of flash stuff, so sometimes we just kind of play this tempo-y deck with Gadwick. Let's go from the top to the bottom. Corridor Monitor, playing 4 copies, untaps things. Sometimes it untaps Tackers, a lot of times it untaps Nyx Lotus. Mystic Subdual is actually like the best removal for blue, especially for 2 mana. Like, it's insane. The thing is, blue either bounces or taps things usually, and the problem is they still get enter the battlefield abilities, or they get the abilities that are on the card still. Mystic Subdual takes care of all the abilities and makes most things small enough that it's not relevant as an attacker anyway. I'm sure we'll run into a bunch of games. I don't need to explain this. You'll just see how good it is. It's way undervalued. Plus, of course, it's Devotion, so that's good. Everything in our deck is a what do you call it? A permanent. So Devotion is helpful, and it has Flash, which of course works well with Gadwick. One of the Seas, Flash Enchantment. This is also Enchantment, so they get hit by Arcanist Owl. Best dig spell in the deck. Of course, we talked about Thassa's Oracle. Their Naughty Singer is actually really sweet, especially if we're going to have a bunch of Devotion anyway. Like, sometimes he just kind of flies in, negates a big attack, like kind of fogs like one big attacker, and then puts some pressure on the other way. Sometimes he just puts pressure on because it's that kind of matchup. Sometimes he like comes down and targets a 1/1, like the only 1/1, so Lovestruck Beast can't attack. Just really good. Of course, when we have other 1/3s and other 1/4s, like, it's relevant. It's reasonable that he comes in and then we double or triple block something. Baron, just a ton of value. We buy back our cards, draw cards, and sometimes we just like bounce their stuff, especially tokens. Glasspool Mimic is just one more copy of anything we need. One Thassa doesn't really do what the deck wants to do. However, it's really easy to turn on, and the blink effects is pretty good. Plus tapping down creatures if we have a ton of mana. Owl we talked about. It hits so many things in this deck, and I mean it hits Corridor Monitor, Mystic Subdual, Omen of the Seas, Thassa, Arcanist Owl, and Nyx Lotus. So it hits plenty of things, and it adds 4 Devotion, so that's pretty relevant. Nyx Lotus, of course, big mana. Yorion, we're playing a couple copies just because there's enough stuff in this deck to blink for value. Plus, it's a 4/5 flyer. And then, of course, 4 copies of Gadwick. 23 total lands if we're counting our Glasspool Mimic. 2 of them are Castle of Antris. Sideboard, Bubble Snare is a 1 mana, kind of tap your dude and keep him tapped. You have to pay more mana to actually tap it, but half the time the creature already attacked. A quarter of the time you have Gadwick out, so when you cast it, Gadwick can tap it down. And the other quarter of the time you can either just pay more mana or you let him attack once. Essence Scatter for a bunch of creature decks, Negates for non-creature decks, Brazen Borrower as, hey, I need to have pressure in this matchup, I kind of want to be more of a tempo deck, less of a combo deck, so we can kind of switch over that way, and Mystical Disputes for anything blue. So we're gonna bring that in. We're gonna play best of threes. We're going back to that kind of style, just simply because best of ones seem to have kind of fallen out of favor a little bit. Plus, best of threes, you have the sideboard. It's a little bit less luck involved, but you can still do some pretty sweet things. So we'll be playing 3 best of threes. We'll see how we do, and that's about it. So our opponent's going to go first in this game. We're playing against 2 Supreme. Awkward hands, but very keepable. We go Omen. Baron we might play. We could bounce one of his things if we want to, but 2 Owls is pretty sweet. Owl just kind of overperforms in this deck, where it's like really not a good... We get a land. Didn't realize we only had 2 lands to start. Would have kept it anyway, but that's fine. So this is landfall deck. Okay. So this thing does have haste, but we have to play no. Yeah, so Singer's pretty sweet. If he does not hit a land, I trade with it. If he hits a land, I block it for free. If he hits 2 lands, I feel bad. But that's fine. We'll just play an Omen. We'll take some damage here. That's okay. Eek. What else does he do? Left Struck Beast. Okay, that's fine. Now that's the cool thing to bounce with Baron, but we won't do that, of course. Yeah, we'll draw it in that order. That's fine, because we just want to. Of course, we draw them both anyway. This can completely shut down that if we wanted to, but I think what we're gonna do is first we'll just Baron this, make it a little bit more awkward for him to play. It does have haste, which is nice, but like it does make him tap 2 mana. We could have bounced this instead, but I just didn't want to. Probably would have been the better call. And it can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, so that's interesting. That's good to know. So this is a turn we're gonna actually play Subdual. Let's do it now. Now it cannot get bigger anymore. And then we have Singer in hand. And we have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, or 5 devotion. Of course, you can just look here. It says 4, then you count it itself anyway for 5. So it can make something really small. We do have another Baron if we did want to trade off this Baron. That way we can bounce this. I'm actually going to do this because I think he must have combat tricks. Where's it going? Cool. Let's see. Play land. Swing that. Should have swung on both. That's fine. We'll keep the one that's untapped. We'll put this in our hand. End turn. Draw a card. Yadwick. Nice. Now you really can't attack with this. Yeah, we'll do this actually. And I can chump it. Oh, actually, that's just a 5/7. The Embercleave just shut off too. I didn't even think of that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll just take 5. That's fine. Okay, cool. So what we want to do is draw just 1 card. Looks like we just want to draw 1. That way we can flash that in. Actually, let's just draw 3. That'll give us 2 blockers anyway. So if he has removal for 1, we still have the other one. We can chump for days. Hopefully it doesn't come down to him having 1 life. Or we miss the attack with this early. That doesn't do anything. Oh, fantastic. I love it. Okay, so let's start off with an owl. Let's tap the low struck beast. Owl hits nothing. Well, let's swing 3. Really wanted like an Omen of the Seas there or something. So what we'll do is we'll flash this in before combat. Tap this down. I'll make that smaller. And now he can't actually swing with the low struck beast at all. Because this is no longer a 1/1. Okay, that's a little bit scary. 6, 7, 8. Thing is, he can just reattach this. Like, this still has abilities. He can move that across. He hasn't figured that out yet. That leaves me 4 mana. I think that's fine. I want to play Yorion, but like, it's sketch. There's another owl. Might as well play another owl. Omen's really good. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4 attackers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's fine. I might be able to tempo him out. Like, I have to actually block a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, if he just moves Embercleave, like, oh, that actually sucks too. Yeah, that'll do it. So, fuck. I have to block that much there, and then there. And the only reason why I'm doing it this way is because one of my things is, one of my, whatever you call it, my missions is to kill enough of his creatures. So that's enough to block the first strike, so I survive long enough to trade with the other one. so Essence Scatter is good. Brazen Borrower would be fine. See, like, that's not terrible. This guy's not great. But he's not awful. Going for the combo finish does make sense. No, it doesn't. He has too much removal. Too much removal for artifacts, because he has the other thing. I can't remember what you call it. I should have brought in Bubble Snares. When they mutate several times, and you go boop. But like the mutate does actually destroy stuff, so maybe not. Gadwick's gonna be like the key to winning this matchup, I think. Boop. See what he plays turn 2. Something like an Essence Scatter? Nope. Turn 3. I won't play anything. Gonna stop me? Yes, sir. Untap, play it. It's worth Essence Scattering, for sure. This is worth playing for sure as well. Ooh, yes, please. Squadron Hawk! Now I can play Thassa. If this survives, I can play Thassa. Thassa's turned on. Blink this after an attack. Oh, and get the token. That seems really good before I have a Thassa. Not only do I just completely outclass him creature-wise, I'm also just going to get card value. Has to kill the owl here. Get a fight effect? That's usually the way to kill it. Stomps your burn. You've already used one of them. It costs 2 to kill owl. The thing is, I'll play owl again next turn. Yeah, that's an enchantment. That works. You idiot, you put it on top. Still can't attack unless you have a 1/1. But it's a 4/4 instead of a 5/5. Yeah, so we're going to play owl. Eesh. We'd be glad we didn't draw that. We're just gonna... no, because we want to play owl again next turn if we can. Let's not attack with that. Because we want to be able to block. Omen's good. We can't attack with owl because of this. You really fucked up the order of this. Because all it is like you can carry this forth in the name. You get all the abilities anyway. Including the drawback. Oh, come on. 5, 6, 7? That hurts. I should have played this. So what do I have now? 5 mana. Well, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't get to tap anything. So play Singer before attacks, I guess. This is actually pretty sweet too. I didn't even think of this. Make him recast it. Go to combat. Forget to play it. Resolve. Shit. Okay, well. In case he had, like, Giant's Growth or something. Okay. So we still have Gadwick available. We can play another Singer. Play another Archmage. Just playing for 0, I guess. That allows me to swing here and here. So I can tap that down. Yeah, that's fine. And then I guess probably Singer, right? Yeah, I don't get a ton of value out of that, but it is another blocker. I should have swung with Baron, because then that's that. Let's return that and tap that. Oh yeah, I can't block with small things, can I? Well, I'm alive. 'Cause this'll do 4 to me. Or you can trade with my Gadwick. 6, 7, 8, 9. Does some interesting things. So that resolves. Because now he can't cast Embercleave. And if he plays a land, like, it just kind of fucks him over. Should let me win the game. Just friggin' draft cards. There's actually a lot of rares here. A lot of rares. Yeah, sure. Like, because even if you played land there, like, nothing really happened. Like, he doesn't get that ability. Bubble Snare seems fine. I kind of want to bring those in. Take out, like, a Yorion. Maybe one of these. No, we'll put the Baron back in, take out that. Yeah, because the Mystic Subdual and Embercleave happen in the same layer, so it goes on timestamp order. So he does get the Embercleave abilities. However, Mystic Subdual does not let him have the landfall ability, so he couldn't have, if he would have played a land there, it's still a, what is it? A 0/2. Does not trigger landfall. This isn't a bad hand. I get a Gadwick. Flash stuff. Turn 2, turn 3 plays. This is solid. Ooh, Essence Scatter. That's nice. Scoos. Sure. If he doesn't play anything, we want to do this in his end step anyway. Like, we'd rather take the 2 damage for him to not have anything. Cool. Because otherwise, we do it. We don't take the 2 damage, but he taps these 2 mana and plays it again. So he's like just kind of ahead of us tempo-wise. This way, we're ahead of him. Scoos, and especially if we just do this. Now we hope to draw a land. Maybe we should have let that resolve. Play an Omen mains phase, look for a land. No land, no land. There's one. Same thing. There's one. Flash this in. Five, 6, we could draw 3 cards. That sounds pretty good. Especially where we have another one in hand already. It's awesome. And having Gadwick is so important in this matchup. That's the mythic one, so if he still has the rare one, you can kill that. A 4/4, sure. I don't give a shit. Let's draw a card. I don't need that many Gadwicks. So we can flash this in and tap that down if we really need to. Great henge. Well. Let's put that back in his hand. I think first step is going to be do this For 1. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that, because that's funny. Put lethal on the board. It's all flying. Have Gadwick and blue spells in hand. Still lethal on the board. Can do that for 2. For 0. I guess. I don't know what else he has for 2 mana, but we'll do that. Because that means my owl doesn't die. What do you got for 2 mana? Okay, that'll work. I'm totally fine with that. So what do we got? 7, 8, 9. So I could draw 6 cards if I want to. I think I want to. Discard a land. That does nothing. Yep. Cool. Boom, boom. And that was a really long match 1, but we'll take it. We'll go to match number 2. Game's taking forever to load today. Hey, there we go. And we got packs, and we got cards. They're all uncommons. Cool. This is fine. So we're against Schrodinger 2019. Am I both dead and alive at the same time? Ho ho. Jokes. What is he playing? Dimple Malady. My lady. Sultai control potentially. Probably, like, that's gonna be my guess at this point anyway. Either way, we're gonna look for a land. We're not gonna get one, but we'll take the card that can help us get there. Okay. He didn't hit a second land. Okay. He didn't want to play the matchup at all. Thassa's Oracle is a really strong card, guys. Even when he doesn't even know that I'm stuck on 2 lands. Oh, sorry. We're gonna count as a win, though. We're counting that match. That counts. You saw my little boop boop ranked bar go up? That's because that counts. Hey, Rubikins 5-4. Played him earlier today. Can't remember what he's on. I want to say Rakdos. I could be wrong. This is a really sketchy hand. Nope. Blue stuff. Okay, this hand's a lot better. Okay. He might be on the same deck I am. He's just playing that version of it. I don't like this card in the main. This would be a really weird mirror match if this is what this is. I got the beats. Yeah, this card just doesn't do anything. God damn, he's on the same deck I am. Yeah, it's fine. I got a chump blocker. Cool thing is Urion will make that fall off. Gadwick's sweet. I want the land with Gadwick though. Do I? Yeah, might as well. Play my Lotus. Oh, he's playing that main? Whoa! No Lotus for me! Oh no! I don't have Brazen Borrower's main either. I don't have a Lotus this game. Oh man. That's main? Oh. Yeah, you get some value out of that. Yikes. Me having the Gadwick's pretty nice. But we're gonna play Yorion here. Does he have the Mystical Disputes main? Feels like he is more all-out combo than I am. That's fine. This Billy's still in the stack. He's just a 2/5 now. Yep. Oh, that card's awful. That card's really good. Yep, I push your damage. Yep, that's fine. He's looking for Mystical Dispute. This is a sick play. Mystic Subdual has to come out in this matchup, I guess. Oh, he got it. I will pay 3 mana for it. Neutralize. Oh, I will not pay 3 mana for it. Well, what do you say I just untap this? Can't play this. Owl. Ooh. Ugh. Oh, yikes. At least I have a Yorion now. Yep, that's fine. So devotion doesn't matter, so I might as well crack this. That goes on bottom. That also goes on bottom. And I'll put the monitor back in my hand just so I can draw a card. I'll take a singer because the other cards suck. We do have a Gadwick. Owl's annoying. Fuck. Can it whiff? Oh, that doesn't do much. Oh, does he have a Gadwick? Fuck. So is he gonna draw 15 cards? No, 12 cards here. Let's see what happens. Well, we'll make him do it. He doesn't get to tap down the rest of my dudes. Unless he just barons, of course. Can't believe I get the mirror match. I'm trying to say I'm playing off meta, but I get the mirror match. I did play this guy earlier in the night, so I think he might have saw the deck I was playing, because I did combo on him. I know that. Yeah, he definitely was playing Rakdos. I comboed on him. So I think he's like looked up the deck. And he's doing a couple different things. He's playing the Confounding Conundrums, which was like early version. Oh, okay, I'm dead. I'm still gonna let him do it. I'll let him go through it. That's fine. He just needs a Thassa's Oracle at this point. Let's get 18 Devotion. Yep. Nice. Cool. So things that I want in this matchup: Essence Scatter, Negates, Mystical Dispute, Brazen Borrower. This comes out because it's awful. I don't think we play this matchup in that way. I think we just try to play more on the. You know what? Maybe I just play one. No, because I'm taking the monitors out and everything. Because I think we bring in enough counter magic that like we never let him get his combo, and it becomes a more grindy match, and like just drawing a bunch of mana is not what you want. So we're gonna go that way. I think that's how this matchup works anyway. Because like would be bad is if we get down to top deck mode and you're just drawing like Nyx Lotuses with no combo pieces. Against like the Rakdos deck, you went all in on the combo, like game 2 and 3, because they didn't have a way to disrupt it. I mean, they had a couple pieces of artifact removal, but not enough. Ooh, that's a good draw. Didn't hit a second land. Okay, cool. So he doesn't even know how I boarded then. Yeah, the Confounded Conundrum is supposed to be really good against the Adventures deck. But, like, you still have your Lotus Cobra landfall. Like, it was playing it before the bannings, too, so even Omnath. But, like, yeah, you could put cards in their hand. Especially if you had multiples out, you could actually, like, kind of strip them of lands pretty decently. I'll keep this. Actually, it's slow, but I'm just going to Gadwick on Owl. But the problem is, like, they would always get their landfall triggers because, well, you always had them. Sure. Ooh, that's pretty nice. I mean, it's only a 1/3, but, like, it's pressure. You can have an Omen. That's fine. Because this needs to be saved for his next Lotus. Or a counter fight. Like if he tries to counter like a Gadwick or something, we'll do that. I do like Ashok's Eraser in several ways, but like one of them is that it can be picked up by Owl. Like you're not going to play Owl and play it on the same turn, but that's fine. Can I play my Singer? You can have an Oracle, that's fine. You got a 1/3. I will also have a 1/3. The counter spell, that's good. Eventually I can play Baron. Bounce this. But I don't want to do that right away. That's not a bad draw. Because then that means next turn I can play Baron and bounce it. And still hold up counter magic. Yeah, and Brazen Borrower is a 3/1 with flash in this matchup. It will never bounce anything. Yep, you can't have that. Sorry, buddy. But I can do this, though. And now I have a blocker. Other lands. Lands aren't bad. That's fine. Eventually I'll want to be able to play my Gadwick. Play that because I still have Negate up. I don't really want to play Thassa yet. If he counters it, I'd probably just let him. That's fine. Still get a 16-turn clock. Now this is the play. And I do get to bounce the other thing back to my hand. Because Baron isn't a copy as it enters effect, it's a when it enters do something effect. Baron will do this. That will make Facet Oracle really small for no reason. I still have negate mana. Fortunately, I don't have a way to stop Gadwick. However, I can play my own Gadwick now. But I think what instead what I'll do is this. Like the timing's really awkward here is the thing. I think we'll go here. So that'll blink. I'll blink both of these. Then they'll come back on his end step. Reason why I like playing that is because it left 3 mana open for negate and mystical dispute. So here's where I negate. We counter his negate. Cool. Got him in the mirror. Yeah, I figured he would keep the next Lotus in. Just no real reason to be doing that. Because the Yorion is what's going to actually win, like the beaters. Awesome. And Essence Scatter was awesome on that first guy too. Cool. Oh, that first game where he just does the thing. Oh, look at that. That's pretty nice. Is that a sleeve? What is this? What is that? I'm gonna check my mastery and then I'm gonna open packs. But I appreciate you guys watching anyway. Yeah, sleeves. Nice. Thanks for watching. We did technically go 3-0. I know one of our opponents just kind of left. But like, that's his Oracle's that scary, man. I don't blame him. That's a card. A card you don't want to open. So cool. I mean, no complaints at all. I'm really happy with that. And thanks again for watching. Thanks for doing your thing. Check out old Brad and Mike on Thursday. And other than that, I'm just extra content.